It was very scary. Really worried about this building because this is where our valuable artifacts and our MID files and archives are stored.
Joanne Boudreau braced for the worst when she arrived at the Fultz House Museum after last summer's historic floods. The museum is located on Sackville Drive in Lower Sackville, an area that saw severe flooding. As Boudreau opened the basement door of the storage building,
I could hear water running, so I got very nervous. We could see there had been at least 5 feet of water in the basement.
floods and wildfires are a growing threat to Nova Scotia's history. The province was hit with another fatal flood in July, just 2 weeks shy of the anniversary of the 2023 floods. It's why Boudreau and other museum operators want to be better prepared for the next climate disaster.
First thing, we need to update our disaster preparedness plan and include wildfires, which we did not have in our disaster plan, and severe floods.
Thankfully, no artifacts were damaged and the main house was spared. Further south, the Black Loyalist Heritage Centre was dealing with a different kind of threat last year. It's located in Birchtown, Shelburne County, not far from where a wildfire grew to more than 23,000 hectares.
I was in touch with Nova Scotia Museum through the board, and they directed us to, get out as many artifacts as possible.
But Andrea Davis had a problem. Some artifacts are displayed under a glass floor, and there's no way to access them. Davis says they're still trying to figure out how to remove those precious items if another disaster strikes.
Because it did take that wildfire for us to kind of wake up and realize that any disaster could happen in Shelburne or in the community at any time.
The Black Loyalist Heritage Centre is also working to digitize valuable genealogical records and plans to get fireproof safes to store artifacts. Back in Lower Sackville, Boudreau worries about the next big storm. Fultz House Museum storage building was built on a floodplain. Boudreau hopes last summer's floods are a wake-up call for anyone considering a development in a vulnerable area. Moira Donovan, CBC News, Lower Sackville.